Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, you will date my daughter, or I'll get you fired. Entitled parents in movie theater. MIL trying to guilt my husband into singing in the choir. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. You will date my daughter, or I'll get you fired. So for some context, I'm a 17-year-old male and I work at a Segway tour company. It's actually really fun. I get to ride Segways around the city and talk to people and get paid to do it. Plus the tipping isn't bad. So anyway, there was a tour booked a couple of days ago and I came in about 20 minutes early to answer emails and get everything ready. The group shows up, mother and daughter, and that's when things get interesting. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by telling you what EP and me stand for, but D equals daughter and FBI equals Federal Bureau of Investigation, just for some useful info. EP and D come in and I check them in. Me, alright, I have some waivers for you to sign. D, how old are you? D, 16. Me, okay, then you don't need to sign a waiver. I ask this because if kids are younger than 18, their parents sign the waivers for them, but EP only heard me say the first part, not when I said D didn't need to sign a waiver, so she thought I was just asking her daughter how old she was. This was probably what started it all. We go on the tour, and while I'm giving my spiel, EP keeps interrupting me to tell me stuff about D and find if we are compatible. Me, and so this non-profit organization opened in. EP, are you in college? Me, haha no, I'm a junior in high school. I'm usually pretty free with info about myself on tours because it helps keep people relaxed and initiates conversations during lulls in the tour. Plus it helps with tipping, winky face. EP, oh, D is also a junior, she is an artist. Stuff like this keeps happening throughout the tour, and every time, D gets redder and redder. My mom does this too, where she just tells random mall attendants about me, so I know what D is going through and I feel her pain. At the end of the tour, I tell the two of them that they have 15 minutes to go around the town and then they can meet me back at the Segway place. I get back and start getting things set up for their return. They roll in, pardon the pun, and I take their Segways to start charging them. EP, so what do you think of my daughter? Me, pardon me, what? EP, I saw you checking her out during the tour, are you gonna ask her out? D, Mom, stop. Me, ma'am, I just recently got out of a relationship and I'm really not looking for anything right now. EP, what? Me, huh? EP, is my daughter not good enough for you? Me, no, that's not it, I just said that I just got out of a relation. EP, you are going to date my daughter and that's final. Me, you can't tell me what to do. I'm not your kid, and if I don't want to date your daughter I don't have to. Besides, you haven't even asked her if she wants to date me. D, yeah, I don't want to date him. Me, see? EP, I'm going to call your boss and tell him about your terrible customer service. You're never going to work in city name again. Me, pulling out my phone, alright, you want to call him and explain this situation? How you're trying to force me to date your daughter and get me fired for saying no? Then I guess the absurdity of the situation finally sunk in, and her face transitioned from pure rage to slight confusion. EP, wait, maybe I don't want to. Me, no, let's call him. Start to go through my contacts and press my boss's name. Let's have this conversation. EP, I don't think that's a good idea. Phone starts ringing. EP, D, let's go. EP runs out the door, D turns to me and says I'm sorry, and then follows her mom. I hang up the phone before my boss answers and start cleaning the Segways. I have some more stories from my work, y'all tell me if you want to hear more. Plot twist, OP and EP's daughter bond over the disgust of EP's behavior and start dating. LMAO, I don't think so, but who can say? I would want to hear more stories. Please. I love reading entitled parents stories. D, yeah, I don't want to date him. Me, whoa. Hold up. Entitled Parents in Movie Theater. So this encounter took place back in 2019. Around December 2019, two of my friends, Ed and Andrew, and I went to the movies to go see Star Wars Episode 9. Fortunately, we bought our tickets ahead of time, so we ended up skipping waiting in line. We bought our snacks and drinks and went inside the auditorium for the movie. Just so you know, every seat in the auditorium, don't know if that's the right word, was occupied. This is important for the story. So the trailers start, and right around the second or third trailer is playing, the entitled mother of this story and her kid, probably around 11 years old, approached me out of nowhere, and this is the conversation that followed. Excuse me. Me, yes? Would you and your friends give up your seats so my kid and I can sit? Me, no. We paid for our seats. I opened the Cinemark app on my phone and showed her the seats that we paid for. The mother raised her voice at me, "Did you not hear me? Please move." The people behind us began shushing her and some even shouted "shut up" at her. I guess she was so loud that one of the ushers walked into the auditorium and approached the mother, since she and her kid were the only ones standing. The entitled mother then accuses us of stealing her seats, and we were refusing to move. But quickly I shoot that down and I tell the usher, "Sir, my friends and I can show you that we bought our tickets, we bought our own seats, and that she is the one lying." The usher then ordered us to show him our digital movie ticket. It's basically a QR code with the showtime of the movie and the seat number, and my friends and I show him our phones to prove we actually bought our tickets and we were sitting in the right seats. The usher then turns to the entitled parent, and you can tell that she wasn't going to get away it. He tells the mother, "Can I see your tickets? You probably got the wrong showtime." But she just grabs her kid's hand and leaves the theater while everyone claps. The usher then apologizes to the three us and also leaves. Wow, an actual post that ended with everyone claps. Haven't seen one of these in a while. I know, it's quite reassuring to see it hasn't died. And funnily enough, I actually find this one quite believable, despite the classic and everyone clapped ending. It seems plausible that people hyped up on sugar from their bucket of cola and wheelbarrow of popcorn might clap when an annoying person stopped ruining their evening out. I would probably just passive-aggressively whisper "thank God for that" as they left, but some people are more outgoing. I mean, they did get a pre-show. That's worth something. MIL trying to guilt my husband into singing in the choir. So my in-laws have 4 grown kids. 2 live close to them, but only one sees the parents weekly, and that would be my hubby. 5 years ago, my Mill, who is the choir director at her husband's church, he is pastor, told us there would be no more Christmas cantatas. But each year since she has one and tries to rope us in. Between stepping back a bit from my in-laws due to some abusive behavior from my FAL, and also re-evaluating our faith, and just being very busy and not wanting another commitment, we all said no. Side note, his parents are standing by their other son who was arrested for child molestation. Our family is fractured due to all of this. He told her no to choir in person. She has texted him 2 long texts, twice. One said like a week and a half ago and the last one yesterday. "Hey Paul. Please can you sing bass in our Christmas choir this year? I missed you singing with us the last 4 years so much. You love singing bass and you are such a strong bass when you know the song, and the bass is so fun singing with Jim, his son Ryan, and Jeff. You know a lot of the songs already and the others are not hard but really pretty. It's just an hour a week practice. And I really need sopranos too. Could you get Susan, our daughter, to come and sing too? I asked her, but she hasn't answered. They are the same songs she sings at Epcot. Our first practice is Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. I am making new practice CDs. Also going to see if Sunday night practice is better than Thursday night. Whichever is best for everyone. And performance will be a date everyone can make. Will you do this for me? Last year, the choir sang 13 songs, but this year is only 10 songs from Blue Book. Noel and total time of singing is 28 minutes. I really hope you can sing with us. Makes my heart happy to see you singing. Love, Mom. Last night. Reminder of choir practice tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Come this once, and if you don't enjoy it, I won't bug you anymore. Jim across the street saw Dad at Publix today, and he asked Dad if you were going to sing bass with him. He said we need more basses, and we do. Jeff will be there. My MIL is super, sugary sweet, but low-key is controlling in her own way. Usually with guilt, sometimes spiritual guilt. Is her behavior normal, not normal? How would you label it? I am in counseling and getting emotionally healthy, and to me, I feel like it's manipulative. I had a very controlling mother. His isn't blatantly controlling like mine was, but it feels similar. What say you? I have 4 grown kids and 1 teen and don't use these tactics with them, ever. I just feel like when a 53-year-old man says no, it's no. This is a tactic that has obviously been successful for her. It's fairly simple though. Hubby doesn't turn up to rehearsal. And when MIL calls about it, just remind her that he'd already declined. Then change the topic. Refuse to discuss further. No. Mom, I've said no. I won't discuss this again. Yes, he can do it. Yes, I'm sure. I'm a pastor's kid. I know exactly how hard it is. Yes, it still needs to be done. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.